Welcome to the lecture series in computer science. We are seeing a series of lectures in the subject Python programming. In today's session, we will be seeing a topic on how to create games using Python. It will be a very interesting topic. So, as the contents of the session are, we will be seeing about how to create a 2D car game. Let us now release the code and the working of the car game. First, what we will do is, we will see a small video of how this car game works, and then we will see the programming of it. My dear viewers, this coding, it will be the coding of whatever you have learnt so far in my earlier sessions. In my earlier lectures, you would have learnt all the concepts of Python. Whatever concepts we have learnt, only those concepts I have incorporated for and I have created a code, and the execution has been made. So now let us view the video of how the car game works. So hope you can see this car game, wherein we have placed, you will be having musics. So here is the car game, and this is the main menu screen. In the main menu screen, I suppose everyone could see the screen, wherein this will be the menu. If I press the key I in the keyboard, new game will come in. If I press the key O, it will quit, it will exit from this car game, and if I press the key F, it will reset the score already I have got. And my dear viewers, in the last run, as a test run, the maximum score that I have reached is 237.7. Now let us see how it works. When I press key I, the new game creates. You have a sound effect. You have the starting sound, the sound of a car, the car starts. Now see the speed of the car. Oh, what happened? You have seen a rock over there. The car has smashed the rock, so it stopped. Now we start the game again. So let's start. I use a cheat code. I use a code called Q, where it slows. See, the speed of the car got reduced, but again, my goodness, the car has again crashed with one other car, the competitor car. So again the game stopped. So again I am restarting the game. So what am I doing now? I am going to use one of the cheat code called E, wherein it will be bypassing. Even if I am going to hit the car, it will not be considering as out. See, the car goes underneath the competitor car. Hey, my goodness, can you see a Superman flying over there? You can even see an aeroplane flying, and you can even see an helicopter flying. It will be flying shortly. So here it is. Here, when I am going to run this code, see, even you have rocks, you have the cars, but it's not hitting. It all happens because of the cheat code that I have used. Because as a fresher, see the aeroplane that's going on. As a fresher, when you are going to work it out, you will not be able to get it. Now, if you are going to use one other cheat code called R, what happens is that the car hits, but as soon as I press, and in the earlier case the cheat codes are QWER as taken 4 letters as cheat codes. When I press the button E, what happens over here is, it will be hitting that car. But when I constantly press the key, the car moves. Again, I suppose you could see an aeroplane flying. So what are the objects that you saw? You saw Superman. You have seen many different type of cars. You have seen the third aeroplane goes in, and in a single screen you can see 2 cars at the max. 2 cars under stone at the max. My dear viewers, at the left hand corner, can you see a small car, a small red color car which is marching towards the green flag, when it reaches the green flag, you are said to be the winner of the game. So that particular car, that particular small red car shows the speed that you are going. So now you got the result as you won the game. So now when you press L, it will go back to the main menu. When you press I, it again gets to the new game. When you press O, it quits, it comes out of the program. So now let us see how the program works. If you have a Python editor, hope everyone will be using a Python editor to work it out. As it is a video presentation, I will just show the full set of code in MS Word, but you people do not work it out with MS Word, because if you are going to work it out with MS Word, you can just type in, you cannot execute it. Work it out with Python. In Python, do the typing work, do execute it. How do you execute? You press the key F5 for execution. Now, what are the cheat codes I said in the game? What are the, first of all, let us see the images, whatever was present in the game, and then we will go into the coding. So these are the images that you could see. This is the audio file wherein you got the audio for starting of the car. When the car crashes, you got one other audio. When you won, you got a different audio. When you started with a new game, you got a different audio. When you ended up the game, you got a different audio. So these are the audios that are available. Now let us see, these are the cars that are available. My dear viewers, how many cars you could see over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7. So you have 7 cars, and as I said, at a single point of time in my game, not more than 2 cars other than my car, not more than 2 cars will be present on the road, on the screen. So you have 7 different cars, but at a single instance of time, what does it mean? You have many different frames. So let us see how many frames come into picture. So we have those 7 cars, and I suppose you saw 4 aeroplanes, 1, 2, 3 and 4 aeroplanes. Hope you saw this particular logo, wherein in my, I will just show it again. Initially, can you see 2 cars? This is our car, yellow color, and this is my menu text that has been given, and this is the, hope you can see a image behind a Superman and with all the cars. This is the image that has been kept over there. Then in my case, when I start, I have a road, a bigger road, a very big road, a smaller road and one other road. So, and I have a yellow color car and I have a small car that has been seen over here. Now, and my dear viewers, in the initial screen you saw a image, you have a smaller image over here. Can you see a smaller image over here? Yes. So, you have a smaller image over here, and I have given the cheat codes too. Now, let us see over here a bigger image for which was put backside of the menu, and the smaller image is over here. The bigger image was named as mass underscore logo 1, the smaller image was named as mass underscore logo. Then you saw a bigger road, you saw a smaller road, right? Now and you saw a Superman flying. The Superman is over here. Now, when I start the game, what happens is that you can see the different colored cars, a green car, this color car, and you can as well see the rock. So, this is what was given, the rock, the cars. See, last time you had a green car, but now you are getting a pink color car. So, what does it mean? How does the different colored cars are being chosen? My dear viewers, you learned a concept about storing it in a list, data structure list. So, when you are going to store all the images of the car, different sets of images of the car, and when you are going to place it in a list and use, what is the library that you are supposed to import? Import random library. When you import a random library, here you could see this Superman also flying. When you go to import a random library, the car colors will be picked randomly, that is, the images will be picked randomly. So, for running this game, what is the library I am supposed to import? You are supposed to import Pygame. So, you are supposed to import Pygame. My dear viewers, in my earlier lectures I have already insisted. Again I would like to say, insist a point in this lecture too. The Pygame library will not be available by default. You are supposed to install this Pygame library after you install the programming. How do you install Pygame library? You are supposed to, in the command prompt, how do I get the command prompt? By pressing window R, press window R, type cmd, you get a command prompt. Okay. Now, type as cmd, and type as, when you will be getting a screen, c:/user/ whatever path is, type as pi pip3 install Pygame. You are supposed to install this separately. It will not be available by default. If you are not going to install this and if you try to run this program, what is the error that you will get? You will be getting an error called no module by name Pygame found. So, traceback error, it will end up with an error. So, you are supposed to install Pygame. My dear viewers, when you are going to install Python, hope you will be installing version more than 3.7. By default, pip will be installed. If you are going to have a lesser version, if you have installed a lesser version less than 3.3, it is your responsibility to install pip also. For Python versions 3.7 or greater, pip will be already installed. So, you are supposed to install one is Pygame, then install NumPy. Where do I install? Go to the command prompt, type in as pip3 install Pygame, pip3 install NumPy. So, here anything and everything has to be installed, because these libraries are not used in the normal programming, normal basic Python coding. So, these libraries are used only during games. So, for which you are supposed to install. And my dear viewers, when you are going to install, make sure you have an internet connectivity with better bandwidth. Now, so when you are going to see this code, see, I am using cheat codes. All those cheat codes are being given over here, QWER, hope you can see the cursor, and then when it has been hit, you get an error message. How do you get the message? See, all these, this rock, this car, and this rock are all images. Road is an image, this road is an image, this car is an image. Each and everything is a separate image. In my coding, I have put everything in a list. Now, you could ask me, sir, when you could show the rocks, I will show you the rocks. Rocks were so hard, but if it is been seen over here, it is transparent. So, we have used all those measures, whatever we have studied, whatever we have learnt in the earlier sessions, and we have used it. Hope you could see this flag 2 and the winning this car's image 2. A small car, hope you can see the small car. This was the car, hope you could see this rock. This is one other rock. So, these are the rocks, a bigger Superman and a small Superman who will go during the before the game ends. Now, how many minutes will I play the game? I have kept the timer as 2 minutes. What is it, 2 minutes? How many seconds? You calculate. So, we have kept the game for 2 minutes. When you are playing for more than 2 minutes, the game will automatically stop. It will say that it has exceeded maximum time limit. So, the game is 2 minutes. So, for which you will be using the time function. Now, so what are the concepts that we are going to use? We are going to import Pygame, and my dear viewers, for the sound, audio, what should I do? I am supposed to import the mixer, use the sound mixer. So, that helps me to have an audio. Now, let us see the code line by line. First of all, I suppose everyone knows this is said to be the cheat code. This is said to be the commenting in Python. Cheat, I am just giving cheat codes just for your reference. QWER, Q denotes freeze. Freeze means my car alone will move, the other cars will stand still. W denotes to move underneath, which means under one other car, my car will go below that car, it will not be hitting. So, we will be winning. The other cheat code was E. It is even if a car crashes, even if the error message comes in that you have lost the game, this cheat code will make you bypass and will make you move ahead. R. R is for slow motion. Hope you saw a car from in the second instance, hope you saw a slow motion of it. So, these are the 4 different cheat codes that have been used in this. But my dear viewers, in a real game, you do not have a cheat code. Now, let us work on import Pygame, import random, Pygame.init. What is init? Initialization. I am initializing the library Pygame. If we want to use a sound effect, I am supposed to use this mixture, Pygame.mixture.init. So, I am initializing the mixture. Now, I am using the variables x comma y equal to 0 and minus 20. What is minus 20? In my coding, this point it will be 0 and minus 20 at the top. So, here is 0, minus 20 is it is not viewable on the screen, it moves out, it is not viewable on the screen. So, why have I kept it as minus 20? Hope my dear viewers, you might be knowing about the x axis and y axis. This vertical line denotes the y axis, horizontal line denotes the x axis. The starting point is said to be 0, but when you are going to play this game, what happens is that is, see, you could see a car coming down. the car coming down. For illusion's sake, it will seem like the car is moving forward, but actually speaking, the cars are coming down. See, you can infer this from the road. The road is coming down. So, it starts at minus 20 position. So, now, minus 20 and x is 0 and y is at minus 20 in order to make the cars to come down. Now, car of x, car of y. So, I have given two positions for two cars. One is car of x, other one is car of y, and then velocity. This velocity denotes the speed of the car. Hope now it is viewable even more. Velocity denotes the speed of the car, and this velocity of 15 denotes the speed of the car, the running movement of the car, and this velocity VL1 equal to 20, it is for the road. Hope you could see the road and the car. So, this is for the car speed and this is for the road speed. So, you can see for both road and the car. Now, both are coming down. Car is coming down at a slower rate, road is coming down at a faster rate. And that is the reason for car I have given 15, for road I have given 20. Stone velocity. Stone velocity will be the similar velocity of the road. So, the road speed will have the stone velocity. Then car's velocity 7. Now, so I am declaring flight velocity equal to 5. These are all the speeds. If you want, you can increase and decrease the speeds. Then this is a very important step, the path. My dear viewers, why do we require a path? This path will state where have you kept the car, where have you placed all your working images. So, this is most important, and work, and you are supposed to give a forward slash, backward slash. So, this is how this path will determine the images, wherein the images are being placed. Then key equal to 0, speed equal to 0, game close time is 2400. What does it mean? 2 minutes. For 2 minutes, how many seconds? 120 seconds. For each second, I make 20 frames to run. So, when 20 frames are been running, then 20 into 120 becomes 2400. Then, now the car starts. Size of the car. For each and every image, I determine the size. Car size 40, which means the width, and 90 determines the height. That is, how do I determine the width and height? X axis, which is being put at the horizontal, is the width, which is being put at the vertical, is the height. Then similarly for other cars. Now, for a rectangular box, it has been done like this. The stone size. What is the size of the stone? Okay. Then we have the random. Now, what we do is the random function. For I in range 0 comma 16, ran dot append. So, here what happens is that the random function works in. Then let us see. See, this is how the car has been placed. This is how the images are being placed. Hope I said. Cars, car1.png, car2.png, car3.png are all different images that are placed in a list. For a list, how do you do? So, this is how the list is been created. Now, similarly for stones, similarly for car logo, how do I write? Pygame dot image dot load within braces path What is the path? Wherein your working file is kept, wherein your images are being kept, car logo.png. Similarly, I am calling all the files and I am placing even the Superman file, pygame.image.load. It is a syntax. So, I am placing for all these things. Then I am displaying a set caption called car game. Where is that car game available? It is available over here. Hope you could see here at the top of the screen. You can see a car game. Then, so I am setting the mode as 500, 400. What does it mean? The size of this car game, the size of the screen wherein the car game will be, where will we be playing, that size is set to be 500, 400. Then font, I am giving the different fonts, Comic Sans. Hope you can see the fonts over here. And then so I am giving all the font and the QWER, the secret cheat keys also I am giving it over here. The font I am rendering it. Then, so this is how I am loading all my car. Then what I am doing is I am adding the sound effect. How do you add the sound effect? By using this mixture, pygame.mixture.sound of path plus audio. Where is that sound? It has been placed in that working file. It has been placed over here. This particular position is the audio. This location is been kept over here. Then how do I do it? So this mixture comes in and then I am filling it. So I am filling the road, the back side of the screen with a black color. So this is the black back side of the screen. So I am playing with a smaller screen. Then when I press the key H, it should give a horn sound. When I press the when there is a stone, this has been with a speed of -200. So it should, when it hits, it should have a volume, and that volume sound will be of 0.8 and the other volume sound will be of 0.7. So it all depends on you can increase the value and you can decrease the value. Then we do the coding when the car turns. So when I press the key, right arrow key, pygame dot k underscore right, and when the car is less than 325, what was the size over there? It was 400, 800. So when it is less than 325, the car should not go out. So this is the border region I am giving. So I am playing the game. Then similarly I use the all other variables, and this blit will give you the maximum score and the score of the logo, everything will be taken into consideration. Then what do I do is I have when I start the car, you had a red color flag. When the car reaches the end point, you had a green color, and for new car we are giving it. So this is how the car game works in. Whatever we have learned, only from that we have used, and the timer I have kept it as 2400. So I am just calling all the functions and I am printing it. Where have I printed? Using file concept. Hope you know what the file concept is. So the maximum speed is been given over here. It is been written in the file, and he writes a comment. It is created by Gokul for an assignment given by Dr. Ganesh sir. So it is been written. How do I write? How do you open the file? fh.open. You open the file, you write it in write mode. Hope you have learnt about file handling. So hope you enjoyed the car game, and as a summary, we saw about the working of the car game with the varied modules and functions that we have studied so far. Thank you.